So here at Dill's, we grow probably over 80 varieties, I would guess, of different herbs. And one thing, if you come in and you can't find what you're looking for, we try to put them in alphabetical order. They start right here and then they go all the way around down the length of the greenhouse. And I thought, we have a lot of questions about herbs, so I thought maybe we'd walk down and talk about some of the different varieties and uses and what people ask us about a lot. One main thing to know is if you come down this way, well, we have some fun things, like this is a toothache plant. It makes, it can make your mouth numb. And then we have lots of different varieties of basils, from just a regular sweet basil. Some people like Thai basil. Some of them have different blooms. There's lime, licorice basil. But people often ask how to keep herbs so that you have the leaves to cook with. And here's a good example right here. This is a cinnamon basil. And if you see this bloom right here, the key is that you go in down to the next group of leaves and you want to pinch that off. This is going to prevent the flower from producing the bloom and less leaves. So that's a good tip to have when you are growing your herbs. So as you can see, we have lots of different types of basils, catnip and cat grass. People like those if you have cats. Here's chamomile. People love to use the blooms for tea, making their own tea at home. There's chives and cilantro. Cilantro is definitely one of those where you really want to pay attention to picking off the blooms because it can go to seed really quickly. Curry, dill. A lot of people like eucalyptus. It's really beautiful outside. Some people like to use it in their showers as well. Fennel is really good for butterflies, but also for cooking. Let's see, horehound, lemon balm, and also there's some mints down here. Those are really great plants, but those really definitely need to be put in a container unless you want them to run everywhere. I love the smell of lemon verbena. Big sell is lemon grass, which is used for Thai cooking, but also a lot of people use it for mosquito repellent. This is lovage. This is nice because it's a perennial in our area and it has a nice celery taste. So some people will prefer to plant actual celery where they'll get the stalks, but sometimes if you just like to use it in soups and stews, you can plant lovage. It'll come back every year and you can get the flavor, but you're not going to have the stalks. And then now we've got marjoram, lots of mints, which can be used as repellents. Like people love peppermint. It's supposed to keep mice away. Some people will use the different mints as teas or in drinks. We have 3 different types of oregano. Italian, there's a golden oregano and also a Greek oregano, curly parsley and flat leaf parsley. The rosemaries, we have 3 different types right now. This is a prostrate rosemary, which stays lower to the ground. This one called barbecue, it gets stalks are thicker and people can use those for shish kebabs if you're cooking on the grill. And then there's also a hardy hill rosemary, which is going to be more upright and can winter over sometimes. It depends on the weather we have here in Ohio, but it is a hardier variety. We've got rue, lots of different types of sages. This is more the traditional one for cooking, but there's 3 different additional colors. This is pineapple sage, which a lot of people plant not only because it smells like pineapple, the leaves, but the blooms are really good for hummingbirds. We've got savory and sorrel, stevia. You hear about this a lot as a sugar alternative. So this is really good for people with diabetes or health issues. There's tarragon. And then finally, there's lots of different types of thyme. Thyme, this is English thyme, mostly used for cooking. I personally love lemon thyme, so you get the thyme flavor plus the lemon flavor as well. French thyme, and then as you come down here, some of these are a little bit lower to the ground. There's pink chintz, woolly thyme, and mother of thyme, which is red, and those are used often as called steppables, where they can be planted in the ground as a ground cover. They sometimes in between rocks. So hopefully stop on by and check out our herb selection.